Fortnite has been a game for about 7 years, and we have had so much POIs. We've had like hundreds of them. So today in this video, I'm going to be giving you my favorite POI from each chapter in Fortnite. If you do enjoy the videos where I kind of go over my favorite stuff in Fortnite, or even just things about the game, make sure you like and subscribe on the channel. That is the best way to support me. I will see you on the next video, everybody. Peace out. For the first one on the list, we are going to be starting off with Chapter 5, and this one is going to be Fencing Fields for me. Now, of course, we have just started Chapter 5, and this could change in the near future. Fencing Fields is like a POI where, you have the main building where, family can live, then you have the outside buildings, which are like factories where you can work. Around it, we also have a farm. And the reason I like this is because the texture, with like the roof being like that reddish, orangish, bumpy texture, and the walls being kind of like white brick. I feel like we've never really seen anything like this in Fortnite, and that's what makes me really, really like this POI a lot. But I tend to be a big fan of the farmish POIs in the game, and in my, personal preference, it's very, very cool that, you kind of have this farm factory type little village where all of, your family, all of your friends can work. And I just think it's a very, very cool POI, and that's why I chose it for Chapter 5. Next up on the list, we have Chapter 4, which would be Slappy Shores for me. Slappy Shores was just a very, very cool and interesting POI to me. And what I liked is that you had the factory on the right side, and on the left, you had the home. So it was very, very cool how they kind of combined a work factory system with a, home beach type area. Like, if you go down to, like, some beach area in real life, you would expect to see buildings and, maybe a factory and some homes, and I just like that style, and there's a bridge that connects it. I think the slab factory is very, very cool. You have some more work buildings, and then you go across, and it's just your average, house, city, little neighborhood type, view, and, they have sand on the edge of the map like it's a beach. It's just a very, very nice beach factory community area, and that's what makes me love it so much. Next up on the list, we have our Chapter 3 POI, and I picked the Rave Cave, and here's why. The Rave Cave really does bring back some, nostalgia from the grotto, and that may be just why I like it, but again, if you recently saw my Chapter 2 video, then you would know I like the entrance to the grotto. I like how you have the slipstreams that go down, or the big cave entrance on the top of the mountain, and I really do love it. But what I love about Rave Cave is they changed it and they made it towards like a party theme. And what I love about it is at the top you have like the little cuddle team leader head. You can, get a baller, ride a roller coaster all around. You get the party balloons. You got all the crazy party summer vibe things. And I just love this POI in general. Another thing that I like is that it kind of reminds me of like some, FBI agent, some secret detective, underground, agency no one knows about. Some secret building, and I love those type of POIs, and that's another reason that I just thought this was the best one of Chapter 3. Next up on the list, we have our Chapter 2 POI, and for this, I picked Lazy Lake, and here's why. I just love Lazy Lake, I'm not even gonna lie. Lazy Lake kind of reminds me of, like, you have a bunch of the houses, and the houses, they look like beach houses. So you have your beach house type stuff around the main building, and the main building is just a bunch of like shopping areas. So you can be at your house, meet up with your friend who lives in your same little neighborhood, and y'all can just walk down to the middle, sit in the chairs, maybe go inside, go shop, and it's just super duper cool to me. In the back of the POI, or I guess you could say at the back of like the neighborhood type area, you have a lake with like a little house to get your supplies, and you can go swimming, fishing, all of that. You have your river that leads down to a waterfall, and it's just so cool. I just love the POI. It reminds me of just neighborhood, and you got everything next to you, everything you could ever need. Y'all are all friends, and yeah, that's just what it reminds me of. Next up on the list is our Chapter 1 POI, and I picked Salty Springs. Now, I know that this was in Chapter 2, but this is really my favorite from Chapter 1. This POI reminds me of Radiator Springs from Cars, if you've ever actually seen the movie, because it's just like a small, old, broken down neighborhood, a broken down gas station, a bunch of old people, everyone knows each other. You go have the campfire, you go just, sit around, have fun with your friends, and, around like the houses, they look like very old, and I just love how the POI looks. I love how small and simple and, neighborhoody it is, and that's just what makes me love this POI out of every other POI from Chapter 1. That's just If you did watch until the very end, thank you a lot, and I hope that you will come back to see some of my future videos that I have later on. And if you do, want to leave in the comments your favorite POIs of each chapter, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear them. I will see you later, everybody. Peace out.